Hey guys, Will's here. Just announced a patch is coming out for Auto Chess on April 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific or 2200 Universal Time. The maintenance will last for approximately 5 hours, so hopefully by the time you're watching this video, the maintenance has already completed. I want to quickly go over the changes. There's not that many, so hopefully this video is fast. The biggest changes are these two adjustments. First, to the Kira synergy. Before starting the battle, Kira will devour ally pieces in the 4 adjacent grids whose selling price is not higher than itself, gaining 60% of their max HP and attack. If we compare this to the old Kira synergy, we can see that the amount of buff is much larger. Also, it doesn't require the units to be melee allies anymore, and there's no maximum amount of stacks. So theoretically, this new Kira synergy should be really strong, and you can now run Kira in something like 6 Glacier, which is a really good synergy, or like 6 Glacier with 6 Warlock, or some combination of Glacier and Warlock that doesn't have a bunch of melee allies in it anymore. So I think this change could be broken, but we'll have to see. Definitely something I'm going to test out immediately once the patch is finished. The second synergy adjustment is to Panda Man. So the Panda Man now, once you have 4 pandas on the board, gives you a 30% chance to randomly get 1 Panda Man piece that you currently already have on the board. So the difference between this and the old 4 Panda Man synergy is that the old 4 Panda Man gave you a 35% chance of a random panda, and now this is just a 30% chance of a panda you already have. So if you're really trying to 2-star your Ember Blade or your Dual Plot or your Thunder Trace, this could be seen as a slight buff to the Panda Man synergy. But the difference is that 30%, instead of being 35%, I think the two Panda Man synergy is already 30% chance. So you really have to take into account whether it's even worth it to play 4 Panda Man at this point. We'll have to test it and see, but leave it up to you guys to figure out if you think this adjustment is a buff or a nerf or just more of a lateral move. Next, there's changes to 2 of the pandas. First, to Dual Plot. This is its new ability, Candle Shades. Dual Plot ruptures reality to enter the void and traverse through multiple enemies with ethereal marks, inflicting ethereal marks on pieces Dual Plot passes through, swallowing them down, and then detonating after delay to deal magical damage. Killing the enemies resets the cooldown of this ability. That's the same with all the pandas. Once you kill a unit, the ability resets. So you can put a bunch of like magical buff items on Dual Plot with this ability. So stuff like Magic Ring or Judgment Wand could be pretty good on Dual Plot now. So have to test this out and see how strong it is compared to how strong Dual Plot used to be. Dual Plot wasn't that great of a carry before in the 4 Martialist build, but maybe with this ability it'll be slightly better. We'll have to see. So the next change is to Ember Blade, catching fire. Ember Blade becomes unselectable and picks a random enemy to attack, and then quickly attacks all enemies within the target range. After the attack, it returns to its original position. Each attack is regarded as a base attack and deals additional damage. Killing enemies resets the cooldown, just like all the other pandas. So this is basically the same as its old ability, as far as I can tell. The big difference here is the attack range is slightly smaller at each star level. The cooldown time is only changed at 3 stars, I believe, which you're never going to 3-star this unless you're a really low rank. Anything above like Rook, you're never going to 3-star your pandas other than maybe Heaven Brew, so it's not really relevant. The damage is a little bit different now. So it used to be a damage multiplier before. So like if you had a bunch of attack damage items on your Ember Blade, plus there was a damage multiplier that affected how much damage it would deal with its ability. Now it's just dealing base extra damage. So honestly, based on that, if you don't put items on Ember Blade, it's probably a little bit better now. but if you do put items on Emberblade, like you make it your carry, it might be worse, but especially with the decreased attack range. So we'll have to test it out and see, but that's just my guess of how it's going to be affected. Another change is to club rewards. You guys can read through this, pause the video if it's something that interests you. I don't really care about this kind of content in the game, so feel free to check this out. Optimization. They are optimizing the item dropping feature, which, based on reading the patch notes, this means that when someone dies and they drop random items to everybody, theoretically it will be more evenly distributed now. I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know if they're going to break the items apart and give us all like lower tier items, or I'm not sure. We'll have to see, but hopefully this fixes that issue, because that has been probably the biggest complaint with the current item system, is the unequal distribution of item drops when people die. So there's other in-game optimizations you can read through. I'll post the link to the actual patch notes in the description, so you guys can go through and read all those in-game optimizations. Nothing really jumps out or is super important, but if you guys want to read those, go ahead. These just a couple other things that are being changed or adjusted or added. Nothing really to see here. So if you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys watching. Much love. Please do me a favor and hit the like button. It really helps the algorithm. If you're not subscribed already, please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs this month. We're getting pretty close, so I really appreciate your guys' help. With that being said, appreciate you all for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.